6:48 is the time here this Thursday. If you're just joining us, some of the day's top stories in our Smart Start. There's an arraignment coming up today for a man arrested in connection to the murder of a woman who was found hidden inside her own apartment earlier this week in Rochester.
Police tell us 57-year-old Maria Benitez had not been seen for at least a week. Investigators located her body inside her St. Paul Street apartment Monday. She had been dead for several days. Police later learned 47-year-old Jose Davila had been staying at the apartment. They say Davila hit and kicked Benitez during an argument, and when he realized the blows were fatal, he hit her body. Davila was arrested yesterday morning for second-degree murder. RPD has been unable to locate any next of kin for the victim. Detectives asked anyone with information about Maria Benitez to reach out to the Monroe County Medical Examiner's office at 585-753-5905.
Here's what we can share about this awful case in Greece this week. Monday night, police found two bodies inside of a home at Fetzer Square, and we now know it was a father who shot and killed his 4-year-old son, and the dad died by suicide.
It's so hard to believe. I can't imagine that. Wow. I don't know what to say to that. That's way out of my range of anything I know.
There's some of the reaction from neighbors shaken by this news. Now, police got the initial call and went to the home for a welfare check. And when they went inside, that's when they found the two bodies. Candy Golick, who lives right across the road, says she saw the emergency responders at the complex the night police were out there when they showed up, but had no idea what was inside.
I've been waiting to hear whether it was dual suicide or whether somebody came in and did this, or it's scary wondering what it is, but people do things. That's about all I can tell you about it. This is a quiet, nice neighborhood, as generally.
Understandably, police say they will not be releasing the identities of the father and son out of respect for the surviving family. They say they will finish this investigation with care.
Tensions remain high in Minneapolis after two U.S. citizens, Renee Good and Alex Preddy, were shot and killed by federal agents during a major immigration crackdown in the city. Newly released footage shows Preddy involved in a different encounter with federal agents 2 weeks ago. The footage confirmed by Preddy's family as agents drive away. Preddy kicks out a taillight. The agents get out, tackle Preddy to the ground, and fire tear gas into the crowd. Eventually, Preddy is seen hurrying away and the agents leave. It's not clear what happened before cameras started rolling. Preddy's family says the nurse was injured, but he did not seek medical attention. Wednesday night, nurses joined the crowd at a vigil to honor the man they knew.
He was always generous, went above and beyond for everybody, very kind, and he was a good human.
The two agents who shot at Preddy on the day he was killed have been placed on administrative leave. Meanwhile, federal immigration operations continue in Minneapolis, with border czar Tom Homan on the ground to de-escalate. But online, heated exchanges between President Trump and the city's mayor Jacob Fry. Also Wednesday, a judge temporarily blocked the Trump administration from detaining legal refugees who are in the process of trying to obtain green cards.
People around this state are standing in solidarity with those in Minnesota. A local group called Indivisible Westside Monroe County had a vigil last night. About 200 people there sang songs and had a moment of silence for both Good and Preddy.
Number one message to the community is believe what your eyes are telling you. Believe what you're seeing. So many people in Minneapolis are recording things with their phones. They're documenting it. They are bearing witness. Believe what you're seeing, because it's real, and it really is that bad.
Democratic lawmakers in Albany also taking a stand. At least 50 of them signed on to a joint statement with more than 500 other state lawmakers from around the country, condemning the actions of ICE and Border Patrol in Minnesota, also calling for a full investigation into these shootings. Many say they also want to pass ICE-related legislation in Albany before the session wraps up in June.
We need to take action. We need to unmask the evil that's before us. And then after we unmask the evil, we need to track the evil. We need to pass the melt bill and the radar bill.
I don't want to lose sight of the idea that the operation, that the idea of closing the border and finding people in this country who are here illegally, especially those who've committed crimes, that is somehow, we have to abandon that cause, because I think that would be a huge mistake.
Now, the MELT Act would ban the use of masks for federal agents. The RADAR Act measure would create a public dashboard sharing data on immigration arrests as well as detentions. Just about 6 minutes to go until we get to 7 o'clock on this Thursday. Your sunrise traffic update picking up there, 490 back and forth across the river. Still have that issue listed on the west side in Spencerport at 531 eastbound approaching Union Street. Another one still waiting to clear 390 southbound and Ladder Road in Greece. 390 through Henrietta's looking okay. 490 out in Bushnell's Basin, Barrington and Victor looking good going east and westbound between the mall and the thruway.
Back to our headlines. A $13 million facelift from Monroe Avenue could mean big changes for Brighton. State leaders have proposed an improvement project along the 2-mile stretch of Monroe between 590 and the Rochester City line. This would replace many traffic signals, fix sidewalks and curbs, and turn the 4-lane road into 2 lanes. But there are concerns over how construction would affect business.
We want to make sure the state is getting the word out about the project and doing everything they can to minimize the disruption, not only to the businesses, but to the neighbors and everybody else that uses the avenue.
For now, the project is in the proposal stage, with town officials working with the state on revisions they say the Brighton community needs.
Final check of forecast. See the sunrise there from the shoreline, our News 8 studio.
Look at
and
that.
How about the wind chills there?
Gonna be cold. Thanks for watching us on News 8 at Sunrise. Don't forget, Second Cup, 9 a.m. CBS Mornings up next.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather. Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.